Hello there, this is Preacher Man Piper, Doc Hatfield, coming to you with another story about things that's happened in my life over the years. When my wife and I moved we bought a double wide and we moved it into this trailer park. And we had been here, I guess about 3 months. My wife worked at the hospital all day long, and one day there was a knock on my door. And this fella told me about a church that he belonged to, and he said, "I'm just out visiting. I noticed you're new here." He said, "So I wanted to come by and invite you to our church." I said, "Well, that's nice of you." I said, "I appreciate that." He said, "By the way, do you know what's living next door to you?" I said, "Do what?" "That house right there. Do you know what lives in that house?" And I said, "Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Tell me." He said, "They're black people." I said, "What? Are you kidding me?" He said, "Yeah, they're black people." I said, "Well, I'll be." I said, "You know, I've talked to that lady over there 2 or 3 times and saw her kids. She never told me she was black." He said, "What?" I said, "No, she never told me." I said, "I'm going to get on to her." I said, I like people to be honest with me. She could at least told me she was black." And he said, "Well," he said, you know, it just takes down the value of the houses around." And I said, "You didn't even ask me why I moved in here." He said, "Well, no." I said, "I moved in here because of her." "You did?" I said, "Yeah, yeah." He said, "Why?" And I said, "That's my daughter." I said, "That's my grandkids." He said, "What?" I said, "Yeah." And he said, "But how can that be?" I said, "I was married to their mama." He couldn't wait fast enough to get off that porch. He run like a scalded dog, boy. I mean, he was gone in a minute. Now you fast forward about 3 years, and my wife and I visited the church. Now this church run about close to 500, and I'm standing in the middle aisle of this church talking to this pastor of this church. And I'm looking back to the back, and in coming through the double doors in the back was this very man that 3 years before had visited me and told me that the people next door was black. He saw me, and he immediately made an about face and slipped right out the doors. Now, we went to that church for about 3 years, and that old boy never showed up again. Never did see that old boy. It just goes to show you how people are. Now, of course, that girl next door wasn't my daughter. But I didn't appreciate him coming to my door and trying to turn me against the people that lived around me. Now, if you ask her right now, she'll tell you that I'm her pops. Her kids will tell you I'm their grandpops. Because we've become real close friends. She has been a wealth of help to us over the years. We've been here 20 years. And she's there for us every time we need something. She is a real gem. Now, that's the end of that story. But I wanted to do something that I haven't been doing, that I'd like to do, and that is give a few shout-outs. There's a fellow on here, Yardism. I don't know how many of y'all know who Yardism is, but you need to get to know him. You need to look him up, and you need to go sub his channel. He is a fine individual, and he does a lot of live things, and he is great at it. It is just a delight to be on his live videos. And then there's John Lofland. What can I say about John Lofland? Well, I could say he's just about as stubborn as I am. He's just about as straightforward as I am. I told several of them tonight on the house party that he must be my son, and another guy said, well, he can't be because he's black. And I said, oh, that don't mean nothing. I said, him and I are more alike than what you think. But you ought to go see his videos. He's a delight to watch. And then there's Jimmy Tabaccy. Jimmy Tabaccy is a nice man. He's having a bit of hard luck, but he's persevering like nobody you ever seen before. And his videos are good videos. You need to go and you need to check him out. And then, of course, there's 2 a.m. Pipe on the Patio. Now, that old boy right there, he is just a delight to watch all the time. He is great. And he does fantastic on his videos. He's very entertaining. You'll love to watch him and to listen to him. You will be delighted to see him. And then there's Wheeled Piper too. He's in the same shape I'm in. He's in a power chair like me. But he has great videos. You need to go see him. And then there's Old Khakies. Old Khakies is down in Texas. And sometimes he'll take his camera and turn his camera around, and you can see the Gulf. You can see the waters and everything, and it's nice. And he's just a fine individual, and you'll enjoy seeing him and learning from him. You really will. Now, I wanted to tell you, I'm going to try to do my first live video when we do the gall, when I do the drawing on the gall. I'm going to try to do the first live video. And so I don't know how well that'll be because I'm not used to doing that. But we're going to give it a shot and see how it turns out. So if you're not in on the gall, you need to get in on it while you can. because the 22nd is the deadline. Midnight the 22nd. It's over. You can't get in after that. And then on the 25th, I'm going to do the live video, and I will put up a video real close to there, giving you pretty much the time that I'm going to do it, so that you'll be able to be there to see if you're the winner. Okay? So that's all I got to say. I'm done. May the good Lord watch over you and keep you and take real good care of you and supply your every need and take care of every circumstance in your life. May the grace of God be showered upon you. So until I see you again, this is old Doc Hatfield signing off. Bye-bye.